Welcome to the Department of Recreation and Parks. How may I help you?
I'd like to get permission to plant a garden.
I'm afraid you'll have to get in line.
But I am the only one here.
It is not really a line, it is a waiting list.
How long will I have to wait in order to get permission to plant a garden?
That depends.
On what?
On how fast the waiting list moves.
Is it moving?
No.
So it seems safe to say it will take a long time.
Welcome to the Department of Recreation and Parks. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes. Please put me on the waiting list for a community garden plot. I would like to contribute to the overall health of my community. I'd like to participate as a public safety solution. I'd like to improve public health. I'd like to partner with Public Works on water reclamation, and I'd like to work with my neighbors on creating a powerful opportunity for public education by engaging children in urban farming.
Is that all?
It's a start.
You'll need to fill out some forms. You'll need to be approved. You'll need to pay in advance. And you will also need an incredible amount of patience along with the ability to withstand incredible doses of bureaucratic abuse.
Did I mention that I was a skilled urban farmer and that my hobby is growing edible landscaping?
I'm afraid I'll have to charge you extra.
Why would you charge me extra?
Folks like you tend to stay in the system for a long time. We favor high turnover. It moves the waiting list quicker.
Why not ISIS open more community gardens?
Because that would reduce demand and then we could not justify rate increases for the plot rentals.
But aren't you limited to simple cost recovery?
Yes, we simply charge for cost recovery.
What cost must be covered?
Water, air, sunshine. Oh yes, staff.
I suppose it is the cost of staffing this department that is responsible for the proposed increase in fees for the community gardens.
Yes, it is quite time-consuming to supervise community gardens.
What does it take?
Well, we must, run this office and a full staff of community garden supervisors.
But what does a community garden supervisor do?
Well, there is a garden and then there is a supervisor, and the supervisor makes sure the garden is well supervised, and when he is done, he fills out reports on the proper supervision of the garden and the proper behavior of the gardeners and the successful relationship between the garden, the gardeners, and the supervisors.
Then what?
Then the process is repeated the next day, which leads up to a weekly supervisors meeting at which the weekly garden supervision reports are presented to the supervisor of supervisors.
Then what?
I can see this is a bit too complicated for you. After all, you are simply a potential community gardener. But suffice to say, the Department of Recreation and Parks is responsible for some very important levels of supervision, while community gardeners and urban farmers are only responsible for developing a relationship with the earth, tending the soil, nurturing plants, producing fruits and vegetables, growing flowers and encouraging bees that pollinate 1/3 of our agriculture, feeding young minds, creating community, providing healthy and sustainable food for those in need, enriching the lives of participants, stimulating cultural exchanges and producing yummy things to eat. We, on the other hand, make reports and then bill you for them. That's why I'm an anonymous and you're in a garden. Outdoors.
I will see you on Wednesday, December 8, at 9:30 in the morning, when I address the Recreation and Parks Commission and ask if we can trade you in for a bag of compost.
Louisiana's Recreation and Parks Commission's next meeting is at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday, December 8, 2010 at the Expo Center, Community Hall Room, 3980 Bill Robertson Lane, Los Angeles, California 90037.